Okay, footwork. Footwork specifically for boxing. To make a stance, stand naturally like this and just take a normal step forward. So a normal step would be either like this one or like this one. Okay, so from there, like a normal step, that's your stance. So a line would nearly go from your heel at the back to the front of the toe there. Roughly shoulder width apart, the same width as your shoulders there, as if you're walking up there. That would be a good stance for boxing. There. Okay, you can warm up in this one, feel a bit comfy in it like this here, there, and try it on both sides. Okay, right, so moving forward, take the weight from the front leg and push from the back, and when you're moving back, take the weight from the back leg and push from the front. So that's going forward and going back, forward and back. Okay, look at it this way. Take the weight from the front leg, going forward and going back. And keep your guard up from here, so as you move forward, you're not compromising your defense. As you move forward, if someone strikes, at least you're still strong rather than popping up like this. And there is a tendency to step a little bit like this. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's best off to stay on the floor and stay tight. Keep your feet very close to the floor when you're doing footwork if you can, and stay on the toes. Okay, now we're going to moving to the left and to the right. So if you're going to move this way, this leg we're going to go first, and if you're moving to the right, that is my right, this leg is going to go first. Here, all the time maintaining that shoulder width apart all the time. So all the time you're moving, this stays the same all the time, this one here. So there's one and there's two. That's to the left and that's to the right. Okay, so now you have four movements. You have one going forward and going back and going to the right and going to the left. Okay, so there's forward and back and there's left and there's right. Apart from those four movements, you can't separate footwork really from your body when you're talking about footwork and boxing together in one breath. You have to have your body movements involved as well, because obviously you obviously box from the top of your body. You can't just have the feet flying around down there on the top of your body staying there is up here. Right, so a few body movements. Okay, one would be laying back like this. So from there, that's a normal position here, and laying back there. Some people call that a lay back. So you're leaning back and you jab forward. So just out of the opponent's reach as they punch, and then you're leaning back in. That's called a lay back or a lean back. Sometimes that lean back is leaning back and then in a circle. So it would be leaning back and then coming around like this. So it would be leaning back and coming around like this here. You can always go this way as well. So there's 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Okay, try not to compromise your chin or your jaw. As you're moving around with the footwork and your body's half facing sideways, your head down in here, chin tucked as close as you can to the chest, and as you punch, that's housed in here and in here. For example, so as you're moving around, try to keep it like this if you can, feet shoulders apart, and your body is moving as well here like this here. So from there, as you punch, that chin is into the chest, and normally the jaws is protected, one part on your shoulder and the other part here. Okay, let's go back to moving on the four basics again. So we had forward and back, and we had right and left. Now you can change that slightly. As you come forward, instead of just going forward like this here, you can come forward and you can go like this, and you can go like. So there's a little dip as well. So you can dip like this forward and dip like that going back. 1 and 2. And you can do the same going left and right. So you can, for example, you can reach like this, dip down, and then up like this. Where, there, and 2. It's good exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, drag the foot. 2, drag the foot. There, drag the foot. There, drag the foot. Same going forward. 1, drag, and back and drag. Forward, push, drag, back, and drag. As opposed to just going up in the top. Right. Finally, one other thing. Try to get into the habit of moving your body this way as you're doing the boxing movements, because When you're punching, there's a few things that you can do on the footwork. You can bounce like this on your knees here, and you can bounce and you can weave at the same time. So you can move like this here, or you can move and dip like this here. There's one, there's two, forward and back, or you can do that up straight, forward and back like this here, or you can weave from here like this, 1, 2 in a stationary position. And that's basically footwork.